Welcome in, football fans. Before this video starts, let me know who your favorite football team is down in the comments and where you would rank them amongst the 32 teams in the NFL. Today, we are updating our power rankings pre-week 6, so post-week 5. It is going to be interesting. We have a lot of teams kind of stayed in the same place this week. We have, I think, some new teams moving in, moving out, moving up, moving down. We'll see how it goes. Starting at number 10, we have the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm not holding the bye week against them. We had the 49ers move out because they went and lost. Eagles get to stay at 10 because they had the bye week. If they lose this coming week, they're out of the top 10, and we probably won't see them back in the top 10 for a while. I still think this team has sauce, right? I still think they got it. Jalen Hurts just has to figure out how to not turn the ball over. They're hopefully going to be getting both their wide receivers back healthy. It's going to be interesting to see how this team looks moving forward. Next, we have at number 9, the Washington Commanders. Yes, they finally move into the top 10. This is what I've been waiting for. I said this team was going to steal second place from the Dallas Cowboys in the division. I like the wide receiver room. I like the running back room. I like the O-line mildly. I like the defense. I like what they're doing over there. I like the scheme. I like the coaching. And I love Jayden Daniels. I feel like he's in an amazing situation and he's making the best of it. Washington Commanders at 9. At number 8, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I love me some Baker M. Mayfield, baby. I've loved Baker since he got drafted to the Cleveland Browns. I thought he was never given a fair chance. You see him go over to the Panthers. What an awful organization. What I think really changed his career, and this is why I think Sean McVay is an absolute mastermind. His time with Sean McVay and with Matthew Stafford has to be studied. I think that is really a pinnacle turning point in Baker Mayfield's career was the little time he spent with Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay. I think it turned him into an amazing quarterback. And I think that shows how much those guys hold in the league. At number 7, a team that beat Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this last week. Give me the Atlanta Falcons. I took them out of my top 10 for a little bit after they lost week 1 to the little baby Steelers. I think they have a really solid, explosive offense. The run game is nice. You have a really good 1-2 punch in Bijan Robinson and in Tyler Algier. You have Drake London. You're getting Kyle Pitts going. You just had Kirk Cousins throw for 509 yards. The defense is so nice. I think the defense is so underrated and not talked about enough. They really do give the Falcons great opportunities on the offense. At number 6, we have the Buffalo Bills. They dropped a little bit. They did. The game management at the end of that game last week made me physically sick to my stomach. I don't know what I was watching go down, but throwing 4 times out of your end zone, stopping the clock every time when you could just send it to OT is absolutely sickening. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know if I really think Josh Allen had a concussion. I really do. I think they were just trying to get out of that game. Not sure what was going on. If they were scared at that point, you might as well run out of your end zone. You get a safety, you're going to lose anyways. Like, I don't know if they were trying to gamble him missing the field goal. Anyways, they go in, lose the game. With the Bills, it's looking really weird, right? The wide receiver core isn't great. If you don't get the run game going, Josh Allen's just in a bad situation. The defense is getting absolutely exposed. It's getting really scary over there in Buffalo. At number 5, we have the Houston Texans. I like what they're doing. I like what they did without Nico Collins. They slowed down a little bit. Nico Collins is absolutely a top 10 wide receiver. People were arguing that going into the season, by the way. Nico Collins has taken a step. He's absolutely on another level. That's why they gave him a bag. The wide receiver core, even without him, is good. You have Nico Collins, Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell. You got the run game, hopefully back healthy soon. You have a solid O-line, a solid defense. The team plays for each other. There's a lot of good chemistry there. Houston Texans at 5. At number 4, we have another team I'm not going to move too much because they were on a bye week. The Detroit Lions. I like how the Lions are looking. They actually found their identity. That's what every team wants to do early on, is find their identity. The first few weeks, Jared Goff was throwing a little bit too much. he had a little bit too much on his plate. He was throwing interceptions, not enough touchdowns. They were like, oh, wait, we have the best running O-line in the game. Let's run the ball more. Since then, David Montgomery eating. Gibbs has been eating. Jared Goff has went 18 for 18. We're not going to talk about that too much on my Seattle Seahawks, so y'all don't start that. They are looking like a full form football team. The secondary is bad. Okay, the defense is okay. The secondary is tremendously terrible. We'll see how that adjusts as the season goes. But if you get them in zone, you're cooking them all day. And then they're holding on. We're not going to get too deep into it. The Lions need to fix their defense before playoffs come. We'll just say that. At number 3, so our top 3 really hasn't changed that much. We have the Baltimore Ravens at 3. I think they found their identity as well. They're running the ball great. I mean, you saw Lamar Jackson this week have to throw, I'm sure, more than he's ever thrown this whole season. We're going to have to look into that and see if that's statistically true. But he was out there slanging that thing, looking great. You got 4 tight ends on the team that can score. I can't even remember all their names. You have a fullback that's an absolute dog. You have Derrick Henry. You have Lamar running the ball. This is a insanely built offense. Just the formations, you know they're running and you can't stop it. The defense is there. The defense is hooping. The Ravens have, I think, the best complete team other than the Chiefs in the AFC. At number 2, obviously, we have the Minnesota Vikings. People are saying, why are the Vikings not at 1? Why are the Chiefs at 1? The Chiefs are 5-0, and they're absolutely dominating too. They might not be dominating the way you think they are, but they are taking teams to the end, and they know they can win. Patrick Mahomes, 6 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. They're 5-0. Doesn't matter. This is the best we'll talk about the Vikings. We'll get to the Chiefs in a second. The Vikings are doing great. They have an explosive offense. They have a good run game, good O-line, good defense. Sam Darnold's an absolute dog. I might have been, and I don't want anyone coming on here saying, oh, I've supported Sam Darnold the whole time. I have supported Sam Darnold since he was getting railed by the New York Jets, since he was seeing ghosts, all right? Since he was seeing ghosts on the New York Jets. I've been there since that. Love seeing Sam Darnold come full circle. Number 1, obviously, the Kansas City Chiefs. And again, we'll talk about why I have the Chiefs at 1 and why I have the Vikings at 2. The Chiefs are the back-to-back, currently undefeated Super Bowl champs. I'm not dethroning them because the Vikings are coming out here and beating up on people. I got to see how the Vikings do going into the cold months, going into December, going in November, December, going into January. I got to see them win the division. I got to see them win a playoff game before I put them over the undefeated Kansas City Chiefs. Now, if Kansas City starts losing games and the Vikings don't and they keep popping off, yeah, they're going to move up. I'm going to move them up. But right now, Kansas City Chiefs are the number 1 team in the NFL. So let's hit a little recap real quick. Number 1, we have the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, the GOAT. Number 2, we have Sam Darnold and the Vikings. Love to see what they're doing over there. Number 3, we have Lamar Jackson looking for a 3rd MVP and potentially a Super Bowl ring to go with it. At number 4, we have Jared Goff and the Lions. Not going to talk on him too much. The defense is poor. The offense is amazing. At number 5, we have the Houston Texans, absolute dogs, explosive offense. You know what they're trying to do over there. Once they get the run game back, it's going to be scary in Houston. Number 6, we have the Buffalo Bills, a little concerning, exposed over the top on the defense, getting exposed on offense. They got to get the run game going. They got to get Josh Allen going. They got to get the wide receiver core looking a lot better. I hear Amari Cooper is on the market. At number 7, the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, what can I say about them? They're looking amazing. I love to see Kirk Cousins thriving. I love to see this team thriving. I would love for them to win the division. I think I predicted that. I think I predicted them to win the division. Bucks second. I think I probably put Bears 3rd. Are the Bears even in that division? Or I'm absolutely losing my mind. At number 8, we have the Tampa Bay Bucket. The Bears aren't in that division, by the way. It's Falcons, Saints, Bucks, and Panthers. I'm stupid. So at number 8, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I love Baker Mayfield. They're finally finding the run game. They're finding a good mixture between Rachaad White and Bucky Irving, you love to see that. That's going to help them a lot. Wide receiver core already full form. Mike Evans going absolutely crazy. Chris Godwin doing what he needs to do. Defense is the defense is there. At number 9, we have the Commanders, the Washington Commanders. Love what Jane Daniels is doing over there. He has an amazing deep ball, by the way. His deep ball is disgusting. They should let him throw it a little bit more, but I get what they're doing over there. Running game, Brian Robinson, Austin Eckler, insane duo. They're going to really, really come out here and be beating up on some teams. At number 10, we didn't move the Eagles out. We did move the 49ers out. I just don't want to move the Eagles out on a bye week. So there they are at number 10. They lose. They're going to be out for a while. Let me know where your team ranks in our top 10 or where you think they should rank in a top 32 down in the comments. Don't forget, like and follow.